Hi everybody, thank you for coming down to Jim Shorkey Family Auto Group, home of the warranty forever. My name's Scott Luscombe. I'm one of the product specialists here for Uniontown Mitsubishi. And today what I have for you is the 2016 Mitsubishi Outlander, completely redesigned for this model year with over 100 improvements. Just to start off with a couple of things, as you can notice right off the bat, we have some enhancements to the front end, giving this vehicle a more aggressive, broader stance, adding some chrome to the headlight and fog light assemblies here, a more metallic lower area to the front grille, which they've opened up a little bit as opposed to the 2015 model. Now on top of all that, this vehicle is known for its performance, its safety, and its value. So to take a closer look at a couple of things, one of the things I mentioned to you before is safety. As you can see, this vehicle does take a broader stance with some steel and high impact polymer design. This is to give it a more impact resistant feel to it, so to speak, meaning that these lower speed impacts, animals, deer, something you're going to catch on the road, you're not going to see the costly repair of bent steel. Just a new polymer panel, less expensive, better for everyone involved. Coming over this way here, as you can see, they made two-tone alloy wheels standard for 2016 on the SE model, which is what we have here. Pairs off pretty nicely with the mercury gray paint. Side view mirror mounted turn signals, added safety there. And stepping over into here, they added for us a little bit of the passenger comforts some people have come to know in the larger SUVs. A lot of families like to travel. So when you're on your travels, instead of looking for that cheap hotel room, one of the things you can do now for 2016 in this baby is slide your seat forward, slide it down just a little bit, and what you've got is a twin size bed. Anytime, free of charge. A little more money in your pocket for whatever it is you were going to go do when you get to your destination, right? Moving on a little bit further, one of the things the Outlander was a little more notorious for is it being a third row SUV as standard equipment. So larger families, 3, 4 kids, no more fighting in the second row. Someone gets a little restless, move them over into the back, and if you come around here, you can kind of take a quick look. You got a third row, good for any child. Some adults too, but I really wouldn't go that far. Moving on just a little bit more, we take a look at the rear end of this vehicle. Now what they've done is they've made the LED combination tail lights standard equipment for all Outlander models. So even this SE has them as well, instead of stepping up to the GT. You also see our super all-wheel control badging, meaning this vehicle does have the top-ranked all-wheel drive in the market today. And behind the tailgate, you do see that third row again, and as you can see, it's a 50-50 split. So if you only need one seat, you still have some storage space back here. And putting that stuff away is quite a breeze. A special compartment for your headrests, one lever, and you have all your trunk space back. Now moving along over to this side of the vehicle again, you see more of the muscular stance this vehicle took. You see some of the body side moldings. Again, standard design for all Outlander models. Available alloy fuel door in order to add a little extra flair to your car. You like that more aggressive look. But what's more notorious for this vehicle than its aggressiveness is its value. So you look at this vehicle, you kind of see some of the standard equipments, as you can see, a very long list. Your 2.4 liter engine, more than adequate for this vehicle, putting out 168 horsepower while maintaining a peak highway mileage of 29 miles per gallon in the all-wheel drive. Makes it a top competitor. All your safety equipment is standard as well, and all of this for the low price of $27,440. And that's just the MSRP. So when you add your rebates in, you have even more value there, even better savings. We move forward to the inside of the vehicle. As you can see, pretty well equipped interior. They added some high gloss material for us for 2016. Still kept carbon fiber here, adding a little more flair. Again, falling back to that sportier performance atmosphere that Mitsubishi's been known for throughout the years. And you see right off the bat, you have a full digital display for your trip computer. If you zoom in on that a little bit, Obviously the alert for the door being open, but full display including trip computer with fuel economy estimates and a service minding system to remind you when to get those oil changes. Now moving over to, again, the inside of the vehicle. Now right off the bat you can see there's a lot of equipment here, and just so you know, on the SE trim, everything you see here is standard. There's no additional packages to this car. So right off the bat we see our steering wheel mounted audio, Bluetooth, and cruise controls. Again, all standard on all models. Moving over to the push button start, of course, adding a little convenience to your life. Also some security. No more locking your keys in your car. Also, no more someone made a copy to your key. This computerized fob is programmed specifically to your car and no other. Getting it started up, we see our touchscreen display lights up right away. Mitsubishi does make all of their electronics themselves, so they're not outsourcing to anybody, so you know that it's guaranteed by them. Has their stamp of approval, and mine as well. AM, FM, and CD are all standard features on this car. Bluetooth streaming audio is also available for this vehicle with either the touchscreen or the manual keys here. You get back into your menu and you see again everything that's available for this car. There is a USB port mounted here in your center console for the vehicle. Your iPod, iPhone, really any MP3 device with a USB plug. And then of course your phone controls. Now there is a voice command for this vehicle as well to toggle between your audio playlists, getting into your specific tracks, Bluetooth streaming audio, without having to take your hands off the steering wheel. Safer experience for everyone involved. Going through full range of settings, as you can see, to really customize how your vehicle is going to display itself to you and provide you with the best experience audio-wise possible. Also standard on this vehicle is the dual climate control. So I know for most of us out here, myself included, not both driver and passenger want to have the same temperature going at the same time. I know I'm always struggling for the AC. She's always looking for the heat. So for me, I toggle this down a little bit. 70 degrees is fine. She doesn't like that too much, so we move it on up back to 80. And this does keep both sides separate for the entire rows behind us as well. There is a good circulation system in this vehicle. You also have the automatic climate control, which will adjust the fan speed as needed in order to maintain that set temperature. So again, less time, you gotta mess with this, more time over here. And of course you can always turn it off without having to mess with the fan. So again, simplifying the process for you. Down here you do see your 12-volt jack for a car charger, laptop charger, really anything you want to plug in there. There is a fob down here to hold your push button start key fob. If the battery ever dies, that actually tells your car that the fob is still here. So gives you time to get yourself to Radio Shack, Walmart, back down here to the dealership. We keep them in stock really anytime you need it. You work your way down to the gear shift and you see that this vehicle does run the automatic transmission with a CVT. Now what that gives you is a smoother driving experience, being that instead of having geared transmission, it has a belt that expands and contracts, mirroring a gear ratio in order to provide a seamless transition and a smoother ride experience across the board. Also makes for a low maintenance transmission. It's actually a sealed unit, so you will never have to open it up to do any kind of maintenance. Following down right behind it, you do see the super all-wheel control switch. Now this does give you a couple different drive modes. You have your normal, which runs as a 70-30 split between your front and rear wheels with the ability to variate power between the front and rear wheels. You have your snow mode, allowing for more wheel spin to dig through the loose terrain. A lock mode, which provides the same performance that a traditional 4x4 was notorious for, a locking split between your front and rear wheels at 50% to each without any variation. So you maximize your traction across the board. And then moving to the eco mode. Now this is, again, falling back to that value category. This is how this car gets 29 miles to the gallon on the highway, is it's able to prioritize fuel economy over the all-wheel drive in the instance that the all-wheel drive is not needed. So that'll give you, again, a little more money in your pocket, less time at the gas station, and you still know you have the super all-wheel control system standing by to maintain most traction on the road. Now, what separates this all-wheel drive apart from the others is, like I said before, it's able to variate power between the front and rear wheels, but not only that, it's actually able to send power side to side. It is the only vehicle in its class able to do that. Not Subaru, not Ford, not Chevy. It is the Mitsubishi. Now, falling down to some of the more standard features on here, getting back to some creature comforts now, a little less performance oriented, are the heated seats. Now, I have this in my Mitsubishi Galant as well, and I'll tell you what, these are pretty fast acting, so you're going to love them. Even in the performance sport cloth, it provides you optimal heat in the winter, and that sport cloth at the same time is going to let the fabric breathe in the summer, so no overheating. Definitely a perk. And like I said before, plenty of storage space here. You see a 2-level storage cupboard in here with your USB port, a secondary 12-volt jack, and of course the cubby to stash loose change, iPod, anything really. And of course the wire guides as well, so you're not breaking your cords running them through there. But with all this in mind, obviously there's a lot of other vehicles in this segment. I haven't seen too many that offer all of this with the peace of mind of its warranty. We're talking about a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain, a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper, 5 years unlimited miles of 24-hour roadside assistance, and a 7-year, 100,000-mile anti-perforation coverage. More warranty than any other vehicle sold in the U.S. today. On top of that, you get our lifetime powertrain coverage. So for those of you that like to keep your cars a while, even after 100,000 miles, your powertrain components, those big ticket repairs, they're covered 100% parts and labor, no cost, no deductible, no red tape. All you have to do is maintain your vehicle, and you've got it for as long as you want to own it. All that said, we have a lot of these vehicles in stock. Right now we have some huge clearances for them, obviously with the launch of the new model. It's a tremendous value. I stand behind the product. You see them on the road everywhere. I'm sure you guys saw them on your way in here today. And I'm looking forward to seeing you for your test drive. Again, my name is Scott Luscombe, and we're at Jim Shorkey Auto Group. Have a great day, guys.